four main mechanisms of pathogenesis that all of those diabetes complication will happen from. Number one is the increased polyol pathway flux. And the second one is the increase in the intracellular advance of glycation and produce of the AGE formation. And the third pathway is the activation of protein kinase C, which will increase inflammation in the cellular level and increase in the hymoxine pathway flux. Just to summarize, all of those kind of pathways will deal into the cellular level mainly to increase inflammation. And inflammation will lead to destruction, leak of proteins, and then followed by fibrosis. And this will lead to a lot of those complications that is related to diabetes. And therefore, controlling the blood sugar will be repeated again and again. It's the mainstay of prevention of all the complication. This is what we try to do day and night. If you want to decrease all of those pathways and to decrease all of the complication, you need to decrease the inflammation by controlling blood sugar. I hope this will be so clear to move on to the next first complication. In all the complication of diabetes, there was a phenomenal description in the literature speaking about the relationship between genetics and those complication prevalence. So it had been shown into a lot of the cluster families that have diabetic type 1, that if a cluster family have, let's say, a retinopathy, then they have a high tendency, their brothers and sisters, up to 70 and 80%, that they will develop retinopathy also, compared to 17 to 18% where the families are not related genetically to have diabetes complication. And therefore, just to summarize this slide, we want to make sure that you all understand that if you see any of your family, any of your patient's family that have a son or a brother who have diabetes with complication, you have to be worried about the other siblings because they will have higher tendency of getting the same complication like the first one.